There are plenty of weapons in Call of Duty Zombies which are better than people make out, but what are the 5 most underrated of them all? Let's take a look. Hi guys, and welcome back to another top 5 zombie video, and today we're going to be ranking the top 5 most underrated weapons from World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 zombies. As always guys, if you could subscribe to the channel and help me achieve my goal of getting 1,000 subscribers, that would be awesome. But with that said, let's move on to the list. Starting off our list at the number 5 spot, I have actually gone for the Spaz 12 from Black Ops 1. Now the Spaz 12 is a semi-automatic shotgun, 8 shells per magazine with 32 in the reserve ammo. So the Achilles heel with this weapon is the ammo capacity. I will be the first to admit that this does not have enough ammo. However, I do think it's actually quite a powerful weapon. It's a very good, get out of jail card, given how fast you can output the damage due to its, semi-automatic system. It's not like the stakeout where, it's like a pump action. So you can, use this gun very, very quickly, which can help you get out of some sticky situations if you're, getting cornered, for example. Also, the reason why I think it's underrated is because if you pack a punch it, it just turns into essentially a wonder weapon, pretty much. The Spaz 12 actually came in at the number 4 spot in my top 5 best pack-a-punch upgrades video, which I did a while back. So yeah, there are quite a lot of features which I do like about it. I just wish it did contain a bit more ammo. I do think only 40 shells in total is definitely on the low side, but I think the damage is okay. I think it's one shot kill until I think it's around 10 or 11, I believe. But listen, the pack-a-punch version is very good. I love how it's semi-automatic. It's a very good get out of jail card. But listen, it's not better than the stakeout. I'm not claiming it to be the best shotgun on Black Ops 1. The stakeout is definitely better in my opinion. But I do think that the Spaz 12 is definitely the second best. It's better than the HS10. It's, of course, better than the Olympia. But yeah, I just think it is quite underrated. So I'm going to put the Spaz 12 in at the number 5 spot. Now, moving on to the number 4 spot, I have gone for the Scoped KAR 98K from World at War. Now, this weapon is only available on MatomTV, the very first map, of course, and you can access it out of the cabinet for 1,500 points. Now the cabinet is located on the top floor next to where the trench gun is, and you can buy ammo for 380 points, which is a very random number. I'm not sure why ammo doesn't cost 750 when normally it's always half the price of the weapon, but for some reason it costs 380 points for ammo. Don't ask me why. But listen, I do think this is actually a fairly decent weapon. If you aim for the head, the headshot multiplier on this weapon is for some reason very high. In terms of body shots, it's 2-shot kill on round 7, which isn't great, but if you aim for the head, this weapon is actually it is a feasible choice of weapon if you are accurate, in my opinion. So I think it's 1-shot kill to the head until round 12, I believe. It's definitely 11 or 12, and I think it's actually not a bad weapon. People just seem to think that it has the same stats as the normal Kar 98K, which you get for 200 points in the first room, but that's not the case. This weapon has a lot more damage. It does have a slower reload though, but of course you do get a scope with this version, so it makes it easier for getting headshots. But yeah, I do think that this is severely underrated, because I think not a lot of people really know that this weapon exists, if that makes sense, because obviously it's only available on one map. It's not available on any of the other World at War maps. It's only available on MatomTV. But yeah, I just think it's just fun to use as well. It's got okay damage. It's nothing crazy. It's not like the PTRS or nothing like that. It is, of course, the more inferior of the 2 sniper rifles that we see on this map. But I do think it is quite underrated. Just give it a try. Aim for the head, and yeah, just see what you think. So I'm going to put the Kar 98K. No, I'm going to put the Scoped Kar 98K in at the number 4 spot. Slotting itself in at the number 3 spot, I have gone for the RPK from Black Ops 1. Now the RPK is a fully automatic light machine gun, and there are only 2 LMGs on Black Ops 1 when it comes to zombies, the other one of course being the HK21. Now I do think that, I always find that most people go for the HK21 when they play zombies, and I don't really understand why. Okay, yes, it does have more ammo in comparison to the RPK. You get an extra 25 bullets per magazine and an extra 100 in the reserve ammo, so that does of course add to the factor of the HK21 being better, but I think everything else just, you know, points towards the RPK in terms of advantages. So you've got a faster fire rate. You know, the fire rate on the HK21 is very, very slow. You do probably want to get a double tap 1 if you're using that gun, but the RPK is a decent rate of fire. I prefer the iron sights on the RPK in my opinion, and I think the recoil is easier to control. I think the headshot multiplier for both LMGs is ×3, so you know they're even Stevens in that area. But I mean, I just prefer the RPK, and yeah, I just think everyone seems to go for the HK21 when it comes to LMG choices on this game. So the RPK a lot of the time doesn't really get a look in, which is a bit of a shame really, because it's actually a very good LMG. I personally, I always go for this over the HK. If I have a choice of picking up, you know, one of the 2 LMGs, I will normally or always go for the RPK. I just think it's just a better LMG overall. And yeah, I do think it is underrated due to the fact that people always just go for the other LMG. So yeah, I do think this should be on this list. So I'm going to put the RPK in at the number 3 spot. Firing itself in at the number 2 spot, we have the 5.7 dual wield from Black Ops 2. Now these are actually so good. I can't believe that not more people use these weapons on a regular basis. So I actually keep the pack-a-punched 5.7 dual wields in the fridge on transit and die-rise. So I do have a very sort of high praise for this weapon, or these 2 weapons I should say. So first of all, they're lightweight, so they're very useful for training. They deal, you know, a very high amount of damage, especially with double tap 2. You know, you aim for their head and you can just, it is so easy to stay alive when using these, you know, these 2 weapons. So the lightweight, that they've got good damage, you get plenty of ammo as well, 15 bullets per magazine with each 5.7. So they don't really have a weakness. The only thing you could argue is perhaps they're not that accurate, because of course you can't aim down sights as they're dual wield, so you know that's probably its only weakness. But listen, I do think that the 5.7s are such just a very reliable, powerful weapon to use. I think they're available on every map, I believe. So you know, accessing them isn't really that difficult. You just got to have you know, decent box look to get your hands on them. But I mean, just look at this. I'm on round 9 here, but I'm gonna take out Brutus, and look how quickly I can take him out. Look, what was that, like 2 bullets, 3 bullets to the head? I mean, they absolutely shred zombies and boss zombies if you aim for their head. So in terms of body shots, they're not, you know, they're not that good. But you do really want to be aiming for the head if you're using the 5.7 dual wields. But yeah, listen, I think they are criminally underrated. So like I said, just pick these up, just have a go with them, aim for the head, and honestly I'm sure that you will enjoy using them. So yeah, the 5.7 dual wields have got to make this list, so they come in at the number 2 spot. However, coming in at the number 1 spot for the most underrated weapon, we have the FAL from Black Ops 2. Not the Black Ops 1 version, but Black Ops 2. Now the FAL is so overlooked. It is so overlooked. It is just absolutely, I can't believe that more people just do not realise how good this weapon is. So it's a semi-automatic assault rifle, 20 bullets per magazine, 180 in the reserve ammo, and it is just a headshot machine. You get double tap 2.0 on this, and this weapon is is 1 shot kill to the head, I think, until round 16. Round 16, and that's not even a pack-a-punch version. That's just the normal FAL out of the mystery box, double tap 2, and you can kill zombies in 1 bullet on round 16 if you aim for their head. I mean, what? Like, that is just ridiculous, and I just do not understand why people do not understand how powerful this is. The only reason I could say is because it's not fully automatic. So players seem to go for the Galil or the MTAR or the other fully automatic assault rifles on this game, and the FAL doesn't really get a look in because it's semi-automatic. But for me personally, I don't really mind that it's not fully automatic. I think semi-automatic rifles are easier for accuracy, getting headshots. You conserve your ammo, of course, more with semi-automatic rifles. But yeah, I think the FAL is just criminally underrated. Now, I do not like pack-a-punching it though. I think the pack-a-punch version of the FAL is pretty rubbish. I don't like the 3-round burst or the the reflex sight. So I always just tend to not pack-a-punch the FAL, when I pick it up. But yeah, listen, it's just a headshot machine. In terms of body shots, it's not that good. If you are using the FAL, just honestly just go for the head. Do not use the FAL to get body shots on zombies because it's not that good. But if you go for the head. It's just watching this clip here. You can see how quickly I'm getting through the rounds by getting headshots. So yeah, listen, this is a seriously underrated weapon, and it's got to come in at the #1 spot. So guys, thank you very much for watching my video. If you did enjoy, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. And leave your thoughts down below in the comment section of your top 5 most underrated weapons in World at War, Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 Zombies. Also guys, just very quickly, I have created an entire playlist full of different top 5 zombie lists. So if you did enjoy this video, I highly recommend that you check out some others that I have made as well. But most importantly, thank you for watching, and hopefully I will catch you soon on my next video. Goodbye.